What's up, ladies and gentlemen? First play Sonic Unleashed Part 11. We are here and we are about to enter the Empire City, a melting pot of diverse folk and ideas. All who come here dream of making it big. If you notice the flag that looks a lot like the the United States of America flag, of course not exactly the same. They didn't put the stars right. Here it's like a rectangle of a handful of stars. And with the American flag, it's a square at the top left corner with about, I believe, 50, and there's more stripes to it, but you know, not too picky, you know. But this is modeled after New York City in America. A lot of the buildings that you'll see are reminiscent of buildings that you would see in New York. This is supposed to be Central Park. This hub world is supposed to be modeled after Central Park. Alright, so you can see here's a few people here and there. This guy is a person that we need to take a photo of to help him out, but I'm not going to see where the medals are at. I would rather not deal with these medals right now because this is going to be a pretty long one. But okay, so here at the start, you head left, you head behind these fountains, and it should be behind this this cylinder here, right by the salesman there, and the other one should be right back here. So just behind this this cart, this hot dog cart, and so that's pretty much it. You know, this is one of, I believe this is the smallest hub world that there is in the entire game. You know, Aptos is fairly big, you know, not too big. Spagonia was definitely one of the larger ones. Shamar, you know, the largest, I'm pretty sure. Missouri was pretty big. As well as, I'm trying to think if we went anywhere else yet. Chun'an was pretty big as well. Well, yeah, it was medium-sized, I guess. You know, it wasn't too awful big. Sitting here messing around when I should be Skyscraper Scamper at night, because that would be the level that we're about to go into. I need to go ahead and just focus on this instead of worrying about anything else. So we did need level 5, so that's good. You know, make sure you do have level 5. If you notice, that was a generator that destroyed the electric fence. So if you do need to destroy the electric, or well, if you see one of those generators around or an electric fence that you can't pass through, destroy either. If you see the generator, destroy it. If you see an electric fence you can't pass through, look around for the generator, and you should always pretty easily be able to go through. And I think there should be at least a few. You know, that's not a gimmick that they used really a whole lot. It's well, it's what's the right word? Pretty much just for the action stage, and I know I called it an adventure field, or the entrance stage. I know I called it an action stage in the in part, I believe it was 10. But that was obviously my mistake. But anyway, and so just doing more of this, pretty much. Just you want to make sure that this far into the game, there isn't a guarantee that you would have gotten used to the quick time events in this game just yet. But this is pretty deep in the game. We should already have 4, if not 3 or 4 Chaos Emeralds saved or fixed by now, and 3 pieces of the planet restored. Yeah, I guess restore is the right word. So, and if you have been doing it every level, to a pretty high degree, like I have, like I always do, that it just helps getting the S rank. You don't have to do this at all, but it helps with the I've talked about it before. It helps with the, I'm pretty sure he'll fall down, actually. It helps not only with the score, but it helps you gain chaos orbs as well. So it's it's always useful, and I believe it even gives you more Dark Gaia essence, which will fill up your Unleashed gauge. So if you use the Unleashed gauge a lot, that will also help you out as well. But the Unleashed gauge, and I've talked about this before, but it doesn't go very well together. Using the Unleashed gauge not only doubles your strength, but we will also increase your defense by will decrease the damage. Yeah, well, here's one of those generators now, but decreases the amount of damage that you take by half from every enemy. Bosses. Oh well, I guess bosses, but you don't really get enough Dark Gaia essence to actually face the boss fight. I was thinking more about the Big Mothers and the Titans. Those are mini bosses. Those aren't actually considered actual boss fights. The in-game calls them. Now this is stupid. It's risky trying to go after that life. It's something that I would call wasting a life to gain a life, and that is obviously very stupid. You never want to do that. As much as whenever you can, don't do it. Obviously that kind of goes without saying. But all right, so be careful. You can see there are saw blades around here. They don't seem to screw you over as bad as they could have. They seem to be on a pretty even track. And I don't believe this beam here will actually allow you to save yourself if you do fall, so you want to be very careful, especially if you are used to the rear camera. I'm pretty sure you can't save yourself from this beam. It doesn't look like you can anyway, but I don't guess I was talking about anything too important before. But definitely. Oh yeah, the damage and the Titans and everything. The Titans and Big Mothers are definitely considered mini bosses, as I was talking about before. Now, a lot of the time, most of the time, the circle button will be used. But it really just depends on the enemy. Like the. Oh, didn't mean to claim that much. A lot of the nightmares will use, both the normal and deep nightmares will use the circle button a lot more frequently than than any other type of enemy. That was stupid as well. You got to time this. You can see where you need to go, and you can time it a lot better than what I'm doing. I was being very risky there, but. Like the egg fighters, they kind of use everything. It's random every time. Of course, the nightmares will be random as well. But if you saw, I had 2 nightmares in a row where I was using the circle button. The masters, they use the triangle button a lot. And you don't want to get complacent with something like that. You don't want to always assume, oh, okay, well, the egg fighters will always start off with X or finish with circle, or the nightmares will start off with circle and will always be circle and will only stay circle. You don't want to assume that. That may be the case every time. Every egg fighter may start off with using X as the starter. But not every time. You see here, circle and a square. I hit circle twice by mistake, but you had 2 times where that previous egg fighter started off with X. Well, here we got X and circle again, and that is stupid. Wasted all of that chaos. That sucks. Oh well. But you just want to be careful while using that. I don't believe you can. Okay, I guess you can destroy these. There is a metal back behind here. It isn't that much time wasted trying to dig through these shipping crates. You also want to look on the edges of the. There we go. That's what I was about to say. You want to look on the edge of these platforms to look for metals, because a lot of the time that is where they will stick a few metals or a few collectibles that you need to find. So this is something where you cannot save yourself if you do fall. You can see these have spikes on the sides of them, and so timing and being very careful. Crawling along here, you can control the speed with which you go, with how you go along here. If you can either go full speed or just tiptoe. if you tiptoe, you obviously won't make it, especially through these sections with the platforms falling. But if you don't tiptoe, or if you go really fast, you have a higher chance of falling. Okay, so this is like a section where you can rest. That's something that's a good move on Sega's part to add something like that here. But you can keep it in the middle and you can go as fast as you want to, but you have to be careful about moving. If you move around too much, you will fall, and in a section like this where it's the shadows play tricks on you, and you have to be, crawl through these sections where the camera's not directly behind Sonic, you have to be very careful. And that isn't really that important to go after the, I actually thought that was a medal, quite honestly. A record is never worth losing an S rank over. You can come back for that any day, but if you are on a good run with an S rank, that's kind of hard to duplicate. It's not impossible. However, you can always you can play through this level once, get the S rank pretty easily, come back and not double your score, but you could get a few thousand better, just like that. So it's you can't always assume that, oh well, I will never be able to do that run again. If I messed up doing trying to go after a medal or a collectible, died, didn't get the S rank, oh okay, well I'll never be able to do that again. That is never that is never an actual thought, or it should never be an actual thought. You can always. It does take practice. You won't be able to go after the S rank every time doing some of these levels. Even with practice, even with hours and hours of practice, you may never. Oh, I hit the circle by mistake, but you may never get to actually be able to get up to that point where you can confidently run through a level and say, oh, hey, well, I can go through this level and get the S rank immediately. That you have to play, multiple hours just in doing research as well. Just oh crap. Playing through the game by itself will help you, but also looking for videos online. Doing research, trying to find other people who devote their time to making, oh well, how do I get the S rank on this game, or Sonic 06, or Sonic and Shadow the Hedgehog, or I guess the A ranks for Shadow the Hedgehog. But how do I get the best rank that I can? Well, to be able to do that, have I already been over here before? Yeah. Okay. Well, in the world, did I miss something? Oh, okay. I got to throw the switch. My bad. Haha. Because I was just sitting here thinking while I was explaining all that, well, why haven't I been back to this platform yet? Did I miss something? But anyway, so that was stupid and very risky. I shouldn't have done that. I thought that it would immediately line me up towards the middle, but obviously it didn't. You want to be very careful while doing stuff like that. Even if you just go through the game to play it, the checkpoints will be your friend. You don't want to view a checkpoint as anything important, if you are trying to go for the S rank, because if you do die, you do lose. Oh, okay, you want to get off these as quickly as possible to get the the sun rank there, sun medal that's up there. And you can either start over here and give you an extra area to climb on, or just they do fall though, so you do want to be careful. But anyway, so it does take practice. There are actually a lot of channels that not only they don't devote all of their time to doing, oh well, this is how you get the A rank for every Sonic game that has those have those available. But they do have at least a few videos on there I can think of a few right now, but that will. I'm not sure if he actually explains it, like if he talks about it, but he did do several videos for Shadow the Hedgehog. I think every level in Shadow the Hedgehog he showed off how to get the the A rank for, which is if I had watched it, that would have definitely helped me out. Let's see, do you have a dream? No, I was trying to read that billboard, but I destroyed it. But oh well. But yeah, just again, as I always say, practice. Practice always makes perfect. As a lot of people have said, and trying to not only go after the A ranks here, but just trying to do whatever. You've heard it all. I'm sure you've heard it all before, but it doesn't hurt to practice. And with these types of games, though, you don't always have to practice day in and day out, especially if you do research. Doing research, you can say, oh, okay, this guy went along this path, and that's how he was able to get the S rank. Okay, well, I saw something that he didn't do. Let me try that out. Okay, well, you shaved 3 seconds off the time of that guy. Okay, well, you learned something new, and you can either, and you don't have any obligations to do this, but you can either tell the guy, hey, this is, you did great, you helped me out a lot, but you messed up here a little bit. You could, oh crap, a Titan, damn, and I'm low on health too. That sucks. Just make sure to dodge his jumping shockwave. You can always tell when he's about to do it. And just remember to hang in the air as long as you can to make sure that the shockwave doesn't hit you. I don't believe you actually have any threat of... Oh, yes you do. Damn it. Oh, wow. Okay, so what I was alluding to was I don't believe you have any threat of actually falling and dying, but, obviously you do. Oh, that was stupid. Now, you want to be careful about doing that, and if you don't make one of these... Oh, okay. This is a time where I'm going to use the Unleashed. This is actually one of the few times that I would say, hey, go for the Unleashed. It won't hurt. And trying to hang that... Oh, no. Wow, okay. So, thankfully, he doesn't refill his health all the way. That would suck. That would definitely not be good. And that's just, taking time with this, something like this, is definitely not good. You don't want to mess around too long trying to get 40,000, because what you could gain in time, well, you wouldn't make that up in chaos experience. You can get a lot of chaos experience for doing that. A whole lot of that's what makes worth doing the fatal takedown on the big mothers and the. You can actually jump off here somewhere. Where can you jump off at? Oh, okay, just jump down right here. That's what going after the big mothers and the titans. That's what makes it worth it. Oh crap! I thought it was gonna raise up. I just didn't know if it would do that. Take that long to do it. That's what makes it worth it. Trying to go after those, because not only the score, you gain 40,000 for destroying a Titan, but you also gain a quite impressive amount of chaos points, which is always helpful. And as I said, it's especially trying to level up Sonic, daytime Sonic. Putting the time that it doing the going after a few Titans, and you can devote that time or that score, the chaos to Sonic the Werehog if you get it you can devote that time to Sonic the Hedgehog if you get the points with Sonic the Werehog. And there's a sun medal around here somewhere. I happen to notice. Let's see, I think it was over there, but I think some of those platforms are some of those loose beams that will fall from underneath. Yeah. Now for these, you can actually gain a pretty big advantage if you jump, but you do have to be very careful. This, like most things, will take practice to be able to line it up properly. You want to practice jumping on beams like this, on ones where you can save yourself from falling, like some of those in Apatos or Missouri. A few of those are definitely great areas to start practicing on, because you can save yourself, as I just said, and you don't have any threat of dying. Of course, if you do jump off, well, there's no amount of there's nothing in the game to save you from doing that. So while practicing, you have to do it, obviously when you're not trying to go for the S rank. But if you do try to do it while you're playing through the level, it definitely you definitely want to be cautious while doing that. It's obviously not recommended, but at the end of the day, it's just up to you and how you want to practice doing it. But you can see the amount of the sheer amount of experience, chaos experience that you can actually gain from these nighttime levels, and why it is such a good idea to try to focus more on getting the S ranks with in the daytime stages with Sonic, instead of trying to go for the enemies in the chaos experience, because you could come to like a level like this, and get 15, or try to, I think it was Missouri I got a lot of that on. And there's another one of those generators that kept up the electric fence that blocked our path, but I'm pretty sure it was Missouri, or possibly maybe it was Dragon Road that I got 20. Or have I gone to Dragon Road at night yet? I don't remember. That's another stupid risk to take, especially if you are trying to go for the S rank. You definitely do not want to have to double jump while on these poles. You have such a low clearance, and you can see a lot of these are mismatched, or there's the shapes. No, not the shapes. The angles are not even, or the heights are not even. I guess that's a better way to say it. That's another medal that we have to go after, and there's another one. And this should put us, I was gonna say, at 4 moon medals, so that's always useful. Now, in an unknown area like this, I definitely suggest not. Wow, there's another sun medal here too. Oh, that's pretty useful. Oh, I don't think I get that one just yet. It's best not to waste all of your rings, especially if you do focus on the trying to go after the critical attacks, because you do get hit. You do get hit a lot more often than not going after than just doing it normally. If you go in here and just start cracking skulls and not worrying about the critical attack, or trying to take the time to not kill these, to not kill the enemies, so that you can get the critical attacks, you definitely want to save a few rings. Not everywhere will there be one of those big rings that fill up your life all the way. So you do want to conserve your rings. There is no way to put set rings back so that you can save yourself. So you definitely want to be careful, and just in a situation like this, this isn't a dire situation. I think there's a life here. This is stupid, but I was gonna say I don't think I should die, but you never know with this game sometimes. Okay, wow, that's wonderful. Makes my theory look stupid, but hey, anyway. Okay. I think that's where we need to go, quite honestly. But I'm not going to go in there just yet. There's a sun medal there. Let's see what we got in here. this should... Okay, so that is actually where we need to go. Now that we have that open, we're supposed to drag this box over there to the... to that platform over there. You know, you can see the lever is already pulled. It shouldn't be like on a timer or anything. You know, it should stay pulled the entire time while we are moving over here to do this. So you shouldn't have to worry about that. I don't believe there is any timer or timed levers. There may be a few switches. You know, there's obviously pressure sensitive switches that we have to deal with, but for the most part, I don't believe there is any timed switches that we have to worry about. So you definitely want to be very careful while moving through here. And it is actually safer to stay stay up instead of, you know, hanging off of it, kind of walking along the edge. Because if you do fall, you can save yourself. You know, if you're hanging and you fall, well, you're pretty much done. Okay. This is very nerve-wracking for me. I am so worried about dying. You know, I have over half the score that I need. There's another Titan here. I'm at that point where I just want this to be over and done. So, for a Titan, I definitely suggest don't be shy while pulling out, you know, trying to get him to this point, especially since you do gain. The more combos you get, the more Dark Gaia essence you gain. And I'm not sure what the point of the combos are. They don't seem to actually give you anything outside of just, if you do enough combos, you'll gain Dark Gaia essence, but you also gain Dark Gaia essence from destroying things. So, you know, I'm not sure exactly, as I just said, you know, what the full point of it is. Now, if you can get one of those attack upgrades, as well as use the Unleash, you know, there is nothing that will stop you at all whatsoever. So, be careful through here, you know, just take, you don't want to go diving headlong into one of these areas. I was thinking there may be a medal through here. Yeah, let's say that's probably the last moon medal that we have to get, so that means I missed a moon medal, obviously, somewhere along the path. It's probably hanging off the edge somewhere, and I just didn't pay good enough attention, or just really didn't care. So, I believe all you have to get is just 40,000 to get the S rank, possibly 400,000, possibly 450,000, but I would just say try to go for 400,000 first, and then if you don't get it, you know, obviously move up, try to go for 450,000. So, record 28, Skyscraper Scamper Night. We already got that one. Oh, is that all? Okay. Well, as I said before, I'm going to dump as much points as I can into combat, and then I will start leveling up strength and life and all that. Life... Okay, does this ever end? And, you know, I mean, I'm not upset or anything. Give me as many combos as I can get, you know, especially if you can, or once you get to that point where you have unlimited combo, or when you have all the combos available to you, that is the most fun you can ever have in this game. When you're just sitting there, you know, hitting buttons all, you know, just doing more greater attacks and dealing more damage, you know, that is just the best feeling ever. You know, early on it is kind of slow and it does kind of hurt, but so this is a mission fellow, Louis Montaigne, I think. Hey, I hear you've got an amazing plane to take you wherever you want. Oh, I'm so jealous. I'd love a ride. What, you're going to see the professor, so I can't come? Oh, boo. Okay, well. A diverse melting pot, I believe it was called. So, hey. So this is the Counter of Dreams 2. What's up, bro? Welcome to the Counter of Dreams 2, man. Photo frame. Photo of Empire City. And then the miniature flag. You can see the replica of the national flag of Empire City. That's 100 rings for one, bro. Pretty good, right? Right? Yeah. Anything else, man? Anything else, bro? I'm always open, man. Nope, that's about all we can buy for now. I'm surprised we actually haven't had more available to us since we have completed a level. Now this is someone we have to take a photo of. I'll talk to him real quick. Hey, do you think talent, what do you think talent is? What's it good for? He's a med school student, Charles. I must not have any. I thought I was going to be the world's best doctor. Ha, how dumb can I be? So he's a Dark Gaia person that we need to, well, he's someone that we need to perform an exorcism on, so, you know, gladly do that. Since all I have to do now is talk to the professor, I may have to, well, did I get a dark, well, if I got a Dark Gaia key here, then I should be done with the, 40, okay, that ain't too bad. So here, you know, you don't, outside of just trying to go for, chaos experience, you don't have to worry about using the critical attack on anybody. Oh crap. Okay, so that throws a wrench in my plans. What I wanted to do was to show you how much fun it could be having this many, okay, I guess we can't use it just yet because we don't have a full bar. How fun it could be to just beat up on people with the amount of with the different combos that I have, but that's going to definitely be a little bit harder to do. And so you can see a lot of the little Rexes are, he's a pain to deal with, so I'm going to go ahead and just take him out. Come on. Try to take him out as quickly as possible. Having these masters around definitely hurts. Come on. Come on, pal. Oh, crap. Okay. Now, you do not want to be backed up against the wall with a Titan. You know, that goes without saying. That is a bad idea, obviously. Now, to go after these masters, you definitely want to incorporate some air attacks as much as possible. But at the end of the day, you know, you just try to either take them down as quickly as possible, you know, get lucky with, either get lucky and use a few, what's the right word? A few of the more powerful, will not work, okay. Whoa, got something new. A few of the more powerful combos that you can use. Okay, this is dangerous when you are facing a Titan, when you have under half strength, or life with you. And this is one of those times when you definitely wish that you had a lot of strength or life, or both, quite honestly. And so you can see, it seems that the Dark Gaia presence in him was pretty strong, pretty powerful to conjure up a Titan. It doesn't seem to be, I don't seem to be doing all that much damage to him, quite honestly. But just, you know, try to break out the bigger combos. Oh, dear. That sucks. And no one ring. Now, let's see how that's gonna, that ain't gonna be crap. Let's see. Now this is when I want to play really defensive, and I want to wait for him to attack to see what he's going to do, quite honestly, and just be very careful and hope that I don't screw this up. Once I can. Oh no. Oh, that is very bad when you have the camera angle against you. Whenever the camera angle is not working with you, that is always very bad. And you can see you gain 4. You can fill up your chaos experience points bar up to level 4, which is always useful, you know. So that's why you always want to try to go after the Titans and take them out with a critical attack. Not only does it ensure an easy victory, you know, going after and killing a Titan like that is pretty easy. You just beat him down to about half health, and that's all you have to do. What's this? All that lethargy gone. I feel good as new. My treatment must have worked. I knew I could treat anything. So he's not an important character outside of just being able to do an exorcism on him. And I guess that's it. So I guess we'll go and talk to the professor in Shamar. You can see we won't need level 6 or 7 just yet in the next 2 continents that I think there's only one. Well, we won't need level 6 anyway. We won't need level 7. Level 7 won't be all that important just yet. Metal level. Sorry about that. The metal level won't be that important just yet. We won't have to do anything too big or anything just yet. And now, if this does result in a boss fight, I'm going to have to end the video before I actually go to the boss fight, because there's no way that I can complete the boss fight as of right now. I'm just too... the video's too long. I'm not going to have enough memory on my hard drive. Lunisolar Charm. Traditional charm carved in relief. It does not deter birds. I don't know why it would. So that's one of the, I think there's 4, sometimes 5 things that you can buy with, or souvenir-wise in each location. Some will have 4, some will have 5. I think maybe one area has 6. I think Spagonia is one that has 6. Well, no, maybe that's the one that has. That's one of the few that has 4. Doesn't matter anyway. All right, so Sonic, my boy, I've got another breakthrough. The manuscript suggests the temple lies in the Adabat area. Do you know the way the world map should indicate its location? Very well, my friends. Let's place another Chaos Emerald in its temple. And one more thing. Sonic, you should be able to reach new areas within Shamar and Empire City. I realize you have much to do, but investigate the areas, would you? Well, then, do you have any further questions? Hand out a few souvenirs. Lunisolar Charm. This is fascinating. When you begin a Sonic boost, it pulls in nearby rings. Perhaps those just out of reach rings in the arid Sans daytime stage can be bagged by boosting right next to them. Well, worth a shot. Sonic. Photo frame. Why, thank you. My analysis suggests that 55 types of enemies exist and all terrifying. Though I suppose you'll be such a seasoned hog of the battlefield by the time you flesh out the bestiary in full. You'll be utterly fearless. I'd almost forgotten. I have a small gift for you. Here, take this. It's a sun medal. Now, not every time that sometimes you won't even gain anything. I suspect there are 45 types of souvenirs you can pass along, and all. Perhaps collecting them all will earn some special reward. In any case, I'm eager to see what you can bring me next. Chop Chop A. Alright, so, before I go to Adabat, I will... yes, I charged the flash capacity of my boy. Happy hunting. I will focus, or I will go to Adabat, or not Adabat, Empire City during the day and Shamar at night. I won't do that right now, though. As I've said, I'm pretty, nearly 40 minutes now, about 39. I do want to check this room really quick to see if there's a sun medal in there. Aha, so I thought so. So in this room here, there's a sun medal. You can go for it. If you want to, just remember Professor Pickles' lab. You come out, you head directly left, and it's in this room on the far in here that I was in there earlier. But anyway, so thank you for watching the challenge. The video is how many electric fences did I pass in Skyscraper Scamper night stage. So thank you for watching. Until next time.